Bellator MMA 271 is Friday, November 12th in South Florida at the Hard Rock Live at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino near Hollywood. Cris Cyborg is in the main event, but underneath, we've got some great trained South Florida fighters from American Top Team, which includes Cody Law, Valerie Lareda, and undefeated Roman Faraldo. Yes. And he's a Florida guy too, by the way. So we can get into that a little bit and all. But hey, Roman, thank you so much. Tell us a little bit about Bellator 271 and having it here in South Florida.
Yeah, man, my pleasure, man. It's awesome, dude. My last couple fights have been in Connecticut. You know, that's where the hub is. And I mean, I love Mohegan. It's awesome, but it's also really fun to stay home and put on a fight for the fans. You know, the locals. So it's good, man. I'm really excited. I was supposed to fight back in July. I had some complications. My wife had some complications during pregnancy, so I had to postpone the fight. And then, but now, you know, God willing, everything worked out, and I'm just ready to go.
Yeah, everybody's okay. Family's okay. Everyone's good.
Yes, sir. Yeah, everybody's good. So, you know, basically, I had a fight scheduled for July 16th, and we had to postpone because we had some complications with my daughter while she was being born. We had to evac her to Miami Children's, and we spent 2 months there while she was undergoing, like, you know, through PICU. It's called ECMO, and it's a major surgery. You know, honestly, God willing, she came out, in my eyes, full recovered. She had some damage done to part of her brain, but as of right now, she's super healthy baby. She's amazing, and we're just really honestly enjoying the whole situation. You know, enjoying the time we have with her. It's been amazing, and I can't say it's given me a new sense of I don't know, drive, I would say. You know, seeing her go through the things she did, you know, starting her life off, just starting out in a fight, man, it puts things in perspective. And I just it's been a real life altering situation, and I'm just ready to fucking go. I'm ready to fight.
Well, Roman, too, going through something like that, a family situation like that, it does make you appreciate everything that you have going on. When were you able to get back going again to train and really get your mind focused on fighting?
It was more towards the end. You know, while we were in the hospital with her, the one thing that kind of kept me sane was the actual, like, being able to just, you know, get out of there and go work out and train and keep my mind sane. I kept reiterating to myself the whole time there, like, this isn't going to be the end of this. You know, my daughter's going to be fine. I got to keep training. I got to keep working because, you know, at the end of the day, I got to provide. I'm a father now. I got to provide. And, but I didn't really get to really focus on fighting until we got out of the hospital. We got out. We were discharged September 1st, and at that point, I was really able to kind of decompress and you know, focus on, all right, the next step. Baby's good. We're home. Back to work.
And when you go back to work, you're there at American Top Team. Tell us about American Top Team, Roman, and see all the great fighters and coaches that are there.
Yeah, man, it is a who's gym, and it's amazing. I am super blessed. I have, so I mean, you know, you can ask anyone, and they're probably going to tell you the same thing. But I believe I have some of the best training partners in the world. Consistently, like, I'm my guy Johnny Eblin, you know, number 4 middleweight in Bellator. The improvement he's made. I think, listen, he's fighting December 3rd. He's somebody to look out for. I think he's going to knock his guy out for sure. His hands have gotten so much better, and his ability to wrestle is, you know, can match anyone's. So he's becoming so well rounded and everything. And I can say the same for myself. I'm being around guys like Johnny has improved my grappling. Training with my last fight that I had to postpone, I was helping Dustin Poirier get ready for his fight with Conor, to watch him, what he did. I think personally, I felt like it was kind of a little bit dissatisfying, because I thought I thought Dustin was going to absolutely demolish Conor in the second round. I thought he was going to put Conor away. But now I'm also able to help him out for this upcoming fight with Charles Oliveira. Helping my dude Sid Law, or Sydney Outlaw. He's helped me out, the jiu-jitsu mentalities, helping him out with my grappling. George Masvidal. I got my guy Mike Brown in the corner, Sabat, Sleek Sheik. I mean, I got my main striking coach, Paulino Hernandez, my cousin Juan Carlos. I got the best team in the world. I really do. So
listening to all those names, and it's just so amazing to you go through the list. I remember, so we're at an event at the Hard Rock Live, so you got a chance to see the Hard Rock Live.
Yeah.
And we got to talk about fighting, and it was great listening to you. You're such a student of the game. I'm just curious too. Well, first I'll ask you this. What was it like at Hard Rock Live, just seeing that whole event and knowing that you're going to be fighting there?
Yeah, I loved it. It was good to actually be able to go there. I had funny thing. I didn't think I was going to be able to go, because I was in Miami training with my striking coach, Paulino. And I just shouted, and I came straight to the event. I didn't even get a chance to change. But it was awesome being there to just see it and kind of take it in. I'm like, all right, that's where I'm going to be fighting. This is, that's going to be the walkout. This is going to be this. You start playing these situations in your head and how things are going to go. Visualizing everything. So it was really good for me to be actually get us kind of get a walkthrough almost in my mind, because obviously the situation that we're in now, we're going to be shuttled up there, so we actually don't have access to the event until actual fight day. So it was, I think I being able to go there was a good mental advantage for myself.
Who's going to be in your corner for this one?
I got my man Mike Brown, two-time coach of the year. The guy is a mad scientist. He breaks everything down, and I'm been super blessed and grateful to have the opportunity to train with him. And the guys underneath of him, that's the best part. When you get to train with him, it's not just him. You got, like I said, Dustin, Sabat, George, whoever, fucking Amanda, Kayla, all of them. They're all, they're always there. Kiyoshi, my man. It's great. And so I got him in my corner. I got my striking coach, Paulino Hernandez, who I've been with for the last 4 years. He's, I can honestly say without him, my striking wouldn't be what it is. He's taken me to another level. And my cousin Juan Carlos, who does my strength and conditioning, and him and I, we do a lot of game planning together. He does. We see the fight the same way, and how outlooks, what we're looking for. So it's good to have someone like that, who's obviously my family as well, who's so close to me, that we can visualize the same thing, what we're seeing, and bounce ideas off of them. So those are the three in my corner.
Roman, have you had a lot of ticket requests from family and friends for this one, and are you letting someone else handle that?
So yes, definitely had a lot of ticket requests. I just had to put up a post and let people go through the Ticketmaster, the promo code Faraldo, and leave it at that. Kind of, I was the last time I actually fought at the Hard Rock in the beginning of my career, when my pro debut, and it was a great turnout. We had maybe 400 people come out, from Key West, and it's a bit of a drive. So to see the support that I have is amazing. So kind of hoping, if not more, the same turnout for this fight.
And I'm sure we're going to have a lot of American Top Team teammates there as well, cheering you on.
Oh yeah. It's all, the support is real. We have a great team, and everybody's backing each other. So it's amazing.
Yeah, that's always cool, dude. That was very cool seeing the support when there were events there at Hard Rock Live
Yeah.
recently, and American Top Team Fighters were there. So that was
Yeah.
cool to see as well. Do you have any theme music picked out yet?
Yeah, but I'm gonna keep that on the low until I walk out.
No Don Jardine alerts here. We're going to keep everything on the QT, Roman. Well, that's good. You got your music all picked out, ready to go. That is so cool. Hey, I'm also just very curious because you're our local guy. Just also tell us a little bit about growing up. Also, your tie-in, I guess, with Key West. Also North Florida as well, or just Key West?
Yes, I'm a Florida boy all the way through. I grew up, born and raised in Key West, Florida, fourth generation on both sides of my family. So, the Keys are my home, Conch Republic. And but I went to school in Tallahassee. I lived, moved back and forth between, in high school to Delray. I went to Atlantic High. Lived in Tampa for a little bit. I'm a true Florida boy. I've been around. I've been around the state.
So in Key West, are there any places you recommend? Are you good? Are you good on the moped? Do you drive around the moped, Roman?
I'm no mopeds. I gotta make sure I don't. Gotta take care of the career. Safety first. Safety first. But if I would recommend any place, I would say Hard Rock. My guy. Hogfish Bar and Grill. Amazing. If you want some good fish, they got, obviously hogfish. They got the best shrimp in the business from my man Shrimp Pimp. If you want some good breakfast, I would recommend the Creperie and Keys Plaza. They're like, funny story. My man, I go there all the time. So they have this like breakfast sauce. It's like a Chipotle mayo sauce. And I always get it. And he literally gave me like the whole bottle, like it's house made. He gave me the whole bottle. So those are my two picks. If for sure you got to go by.
And did you wrestle and play football when you were in high school?
So I wrestled my freshman year. I was also back and forth between, like I said, Tampa, Delray, Key West. I wrestled my freshman year, and then I played baseball my freshman year, and I got into rugby my junior and senior year, and I actually got a few scholarships for rugby. But then I ended up getting back into MMA because at the time I was doing boxing. I was trying to, make that. I love boxing. Boxing was my first love. So, I was doing boxing, and then right across the street they were doing rugby. So I started picking that up, and that got me to Tallahassee. And then from there, I got back into MMA.
Oh, that's interesting. And you mentioned rugby, which is also very physical. But you mentioned baseball as well. When you were little, were you a pretty good baseball player?
I love baseball. So a lot of people don't know I'm ambidextrous. So I have and I think it correlates into my ability to knock people out with both hands. So I got major power in both hands and both feet. I was an athlete as a kid. It wasn't just baseball. It was baseball, soccer, hockey, football. If there was a sport in Key West, I was playing it. So
Key West High School, home of the Conchs?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. All right, so we're gonna wrap this up, but of course, because South Florida, so I've got finally got a win yesterday. I mean, it was so good. But you mentioned the baseball, so I got to go old school with you.
Oh, my man. I love the Marlins. That's my team. I got to when I was young, I was super blessed. My dad, he took me to the World Series when the Marlins beat the Yankees.
Oh, brother, that was the better one. Yes.
Man. That was I was the biggest. So when I was a kid, I played catcher. I was the biggest Ivan Rodriguez fan, and dude, when I remember we were sitting really close, and just to be there for like an event like that was amazing. It was the real deal, the best in the world.
Hodge Rodriguez, Roman.
Yeah, dude, he's the truth.
Hey, when they got that team was awesome. Second World Series, but that team had a lot of homegrown. Josh Beckett in that.
Josh Beckett. Oh man,
Game six in Yankee Stadium.
In Yankee
Shut
Stadium.
them out.
I know, man. It was amazing. That was probably the highlight of like my like baseball and like Like at that time in my life, I was young, so at that time in my life, baseball was everything. I was the biggest Sandlot fan in the world. Like I maybe watched Sandlot 2,000 times, and that's no exaggeration. So.
Well, Roman, I got to bring up one other memory. You said you went to a game. Did you go to the Alex Gonzalez extra inning home run game when they walked it off, or no?
So I'm trying to remember. I don't think it was the walk off. I remember
Roger Clemens game that he pitched, because he pitched his last game, or was supposed to be his last game in that series.
We were in Miami. I remember that we were in Miami. I think it was game 2 or something, like one of the earlier games.
Game 3. It might have been game 3.
Game 3. Game 3.
Yeah.
And I remember. I'm trying to remember the guy's name, but the one thing that stood out to me was it was like bottom of the 8th or top of the 8th or top of the 9th. I think it was top of the 8th, and they had put in a pinch hitter, and this guy is known for like just crushing the ball. He would just walk in and hit a walk off and then walk off. That was the thing. He literally hit the ball, and the whole stadium. I couldn't lie, but the whole stadium went quiet. Like you could pin drop, and it was amazing because I remember everybody stopped and watched this ball, and the left fielder went back and caught it, and like the eruption from that was like nothing I've ever been a part of. And I was just like, man, and then we ended up winning that game. It was like, it was one of those moments, Yeah.
That was an awesome series, awesome event. There's so many great moments in that. And now listen, we're going a little over, so I want to get you out of here, Roman, but I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you. We got this big event, Bellator MMA 271, right here in South Florida, Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. You could see it on Showtime as well. You can see it on Showtime YouTube, Bellator MMA YouTube. You go Pluto TV for the prelims. They're all there. And then the main card on the Showtime, which is awesome. Right here in backyard South Florida. But you mentioned an American Top Team, and you mentioned your boy Masvidal. So I'm wondering this, Roman.
Yeah, my man. Talk to me.
Did you see All Elite Wrestling when Masvidal did his flying knee on Chris Jericho? Not once, but 2 times.
Of course I did. Of course I did. I remember watching it, and I was like, dude, I grew up watching wrestling, and the best part is I got Peacock now, so all I've been doing is watching the classic WWE, Stone Cold and The Rock and The Undertaker. So when I seen that, I was just like, this is perfect. This plays into it. This is amazing. I had to. And then, of course, Dan being there, he's a massive fan, so I'm just like, bro, just let me get in there. I already have my signature move picked out and everything. I got it.
We got to get the word Dan Lambert. Let Roman in on one of these tickets here. Let him be
I'm
there.
going off the top ropes for sure. I was a Hardy Boys fan back in the day too. The brothers, I'll go off the top rope and hit a backflip for sure.
Yeah, one of the Hardy Boys, Matt, is there in AEW too. He's been involved, not in that segment with them, but he's involved in their program. They All Elite Wrestling and all. It's just cool to see Dan Lambert, Junior Dos Santos, Paige Van Zandt, Austin Vanderford, Andre Arlovsky, Dalton. You see the whole crew there, and then Masvidal. Wow.
Yeah, it's wild, man. It's fun, and I love the fact that we're crossing the sports. It's not just entertainment and then fighting. It's like no, they coexist. And a lot of guys too, a lot of people don't realize, a lot of guys in the wrestling entertainment business, they also have fight careers as well, so being able to cross like that is amazing.
So many martial arts, amateur wrestling. You can go down the list. Even some boxing. They do have that. Football too.
They're at the end of the day, they're athletes, and really what people forget is they're athletes as they're entertainers, and we're entertainers just as much as we're athletes. We got to get in there and perform, and you got to think like people don't realize. Oh, training is the idea of getting ready for your performance. This is a performance at the end of the day. Friday is when I get to show my skills and perform on the grandest stage. So, you bust ass every day to make sure you perform at your highest level. That's how I look at it.
And that's what Roman will be doing. Undefeated Roman Faraldo of American Top Team at Bellator MMA 271 on Friday, November 12th. at Hard Rock Live at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. You can see it on Showtime as well, and also Showtime YouTube, Bellator MMA YouTube, and Pluto TV. Roman, thank you so much. We'll be seeing you get that big victory.
I'll see you soon, brother. I'll see you soon. Take care.